Angel maker Amelia Dyer snuffed out the lives of an estimated 400 babies in Britain. A bargeman navigating the River Thames in 1896 found the corpse of a baby girl, which led to arrest of baby killer Amelia Dyer. On the morning of March 30, 1896, a bargeman navigating up the River Thames near the town of Reading pulled a small package, wrapped in brown paper, from the shallows. It held the tiny flannel-wrapped corpse of a baby girl, less than a year old. A length of white dressmaker's tape was bound tightly around the child's neck and her eyes were bulging, leading to the unmistakable conclusion that she had been murdered. But the body fished out of the Thames that morning was different, because it offered police a clue to the dead girl's killer: a few faded scribbled words that could be discerned on the soggy paper: Mrs. Thomas, 26 Piggotts Road, Lower Caversham, Reading. They were the alias and address for a woman who had made a 30-year career of murdering babies. Her real name was Amelia Dyer and she was what was euphemistically known as an angel maker. For a modest fee, Dyer took in babies whose mothers could not or would not care for them. Some of these women assumed that she would find new homes for the children or raise them herself. Her trade was known as baby farming, and it was a thriving business in the Victorian era, when having a child out of wedlock could lead to a life in the gutter. But married women with more mouths to feed than they could afford, widows, and mistresses of rich men also needed the help of an experienced baby farmer from time to time. Finding one was as easy as picking up a newspaper. There, often in close proximity to news stories describing the latest nameless dead baby that had been found the day before, were ads offering hope to unwed mothers, like this one that Dyer placed in 1879. Married lady wishes to have care of a child, would adopt one. Along with new mothers, these ads attracted women in advanced stages of pregnancy, who relied on Dyer's expertise as a midwife to deliver and immediately smother the infant, making the murder appear to be a stillbirth. Early in her career, Dyer had agreed to foster children for a fee and then would starve them to death. She went to jail, doing 6 months of hard labor, in 1879 for causing the death of a child through neglect. After her release, she tried another line of work, but before long, she was back placing want ads for babies. The name and address on the package holding the dead girl who was pulled from the Thames eventually led police to Dyer's home. There, they were first struck by the overpowering smells of decay, as well as piles of receipts for baby wanted ads, health and adoption records, and pawn tickets for children's clothes. They also found the same white dressmaker's tape that had choked the life out of the tiny victim recovered from the river. The tape was Dyer's trademark. "That's how you can tell they were mine," she later admitted. On April 4, police arrested her for murder, charged her son-in-law as an accessory and set about dragging the Thames. They found 6 bodies, including 2, a boy and girl, who had been stuffed into a carpet bag and tossed in the river on April 2. These children were her last victims. Dyer went on trial on May 22 for just one murder, that of Marmon. She confessed, but her lawyers tried to save her life with an insanity defense, citing her opium addiction and her history of time in mental hospitals. The jury took less than 5 minutes to declare her sane, guilty, and worthy of the ultimate penalty. The angel maker spent her last days writing a voluminous account of her crimes, and offered no last words as the hangman put the noose around her neck on June 10, 1896.